Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Trent Alexander-Arnold has been sidelined with an ankle injury for over a month during a turbulent time behind the scenes, with his future at Liverpool yet to be announced. Liverpool defender Trent Alexander-Arnold has stepped up his training as he continues his recovery from an ankle injury. The Reds' right-back was filmed training on Wednesday with the first team, but it is understood to be the final stages of his rehabilitation. Alexander-Arnold, 26, took part in some of the session with Arne Slot's side but not the full workout as they prepare to travel to Leicester on Sunday. The England international has been out since he picked up the injury against Paris Saint-Germain last month in the Reds' Champions League exit and has missed 4 games. Liverpool medical staff will continue to monitor his recovery and slowly build his workload. Slot is expected to give an update on the fitness of Alexander-Arnold on Friday, but a trip to the King Power Stadium may be too soon for the defender. His absence through injury has come at a crucial time for Alexander-Arnold, who is yet to announce his decision ahead of his current contract expiring at the end of June. Alexander-Arnold was part of a key trio of out-of-contract stars, with Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk, but now stands alone as the only one not to commit to the club. Salah's 2-year contract extension was announced on Friday, while Van Dijk will follow suit in the coming days, leaving Alexander-Arnold as the odd one out. Amid a rumored move to Real Madrid. Ahead of his own announcement, Reds captain Van Dijk has made it clear that he expects the club to strengthen in the summer transfer window. Whatever happens in terms of players going out, players coming in, I think it should be a big summer, he said after scoring the winner against West Ham on Sunday. I think they're planning to make it a big summer, so we all have to trust the board, as a Liverpool-connected fan, to do the right job. I think Liverpool should be able to challenge for titles in the upcoming years. Liverpool can win the Premier League this weekend if Arsenal lose at Ipswich and they then beat Leicester. But the more likely scenario would be the Reds winning this weekend and then beating Tottenham on Sunday, April 27 to clinch the title. Alexander-Arnold is obviously subject to interest from Real Madrid and is out of contract this summer, but his return to fitness means he will be available for selection before his deal runs out, providing a potential farewell period for the academy graduate. Darwin Núñez missed last week's 2-1 win over West Ham with illness, but he trained on Wednesday, which should mean he's fit for Sunday. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is Arne Slot told 4 players he needs to sign this summer in Liverpool transfer overhaul. Liverpool are set to be active in the summer transfer market, and Arne Slot requires a number of signings to establish the Reds as a force across European football. It has been claimed, Arne Slot has been told that Liverpool must sign a goalscorer this summer, in addition to another 3 players. The Reds boss is set to lead his side to a Premier League title this term, but former Arsenal star Emmanuel Petit believes the team needs some reinforcements. The Dutchman has seen limited action in the transfer market since arriving at Anfield, with only Federico Chiesa and Georgi Mamardashvili, on loan with Valencia, having been signed. And ex-France international Petit reckons Liverpool's lack of goal-scoring talent up front was exposed in their Champions League exit to Paris Saint-Germain. Slot has already suggested that the next transfer window will be busier, with the club definitely working on strengthening in the summer. Liverpool have already been linked to stars such including Newcastle's Alexander Isak and Bournemouth's Milos Kerkez. Mohamed Salah has extended his stay at Anfield after notching 32 goals this term, while Cody Gakpo has bagged 16 goals and Luis Diaz has notched 15 strikes. Out-and-out forward Darwin Núñez has been linked with a move away, however, and has netted just 7 times in 2024-25. Petit would like to see Liverpool find a striker who can guarantee 30 goals and offer Slot some reinforcements in defence and midfield. That will see Slot's team take a big step forward to be able to compete for the Champions League. A world-class striker would see the Reds claim a killer edge. Liverpool have a strong squad with a lot of quality players, but if they want to reach the very top again, especially in Europe, they need to reinforce in key areas, Petit told William Hill Vegas. They've signed quite a few strikers in recent years, but I still feel they're missing that one world-class striker who can guarantee 30 goals a season. That kind of clinical forward makes all the difference when you reach the final stages of major competitions. They also need to strengthen defensively, especially in terms of squad rotation, and perhaps add some depth in midfield too. If they can bring in 3 or 4 top players across the pitch, I believe Liverpool will take a big step forward. We saw it against Paris Saint-Germain. There's quality, but maybe not that killer edge up front. Petit did not want to undersell Salah's contributions to Liverpool, however. The Egyptian has produced the best season of his career this far under slot to cement a legendary legacy. Mohamed Salah is without doubt one of the best players in Premier League history, said Petit. Whether he's the best is hard to say, we've seen so many incredible players over the years. But I have so much respect for what Salah brings, not just on the pitch, but off it as well. Our last news is Mohamed Salah could miss 10 Liverpool matches after controversial FIFA decision. Mohamed Salah has signed up for another 2 years at Liverpool, but the club will have to negotiate a familiar problem during a crucial stage of the 2025-26 campaign. Salah is enjoying his best ever campaign with Liverpool, with 32 goals and 23 assists in 46 games across all competitions so far. As well as lifting the Premier League title, he is set to win the Golden Boot, having already broken Thierry Henry's record with his 45th goal involvement on the weekend. The 32-year-old chose to stay in part due to the progress the team is making under Arne Slot's management. I signed because I think we have a chance to win other trophies and enjoy my football, he said. It's great, I had my best years here. I played 8 years, hopefully it's going to be 10. If they are to win more trophies in the 2025-26 season, then Liverpool will have to overcome a familiar problem, the Africa Cup of Nations. The Reds are used to losing Salah, and previously Sadio Mane, every 2 years midway through the season as they head off to represent their country. Salah missed 5 games last season after heading off to the Ivory Coast to play for Egypt. To make matters worse, he then picked up a hamstring injury while on international duty, which cost him a further 7 matches for Liverpool, while he also struggled to rediscover his best form once back available. Injuries cannot be helped, but AFCON is certain to provide a serious disruption next season because it has moved from its regular slot of January-February to December and January. Taking place in Morocco, it will run from December 21st until January 18th, having been moved from this summer so it doesn't clash with the inaugural edition of FIFA's controversial Expanded Club World Cup, which runs from June 15th and July 13th in the United States. That isn't an issue for many European leagues, which have a winter break, but could be problematic for Premier League clubs with African players. Egypt have been drawn in Group B and have fixtures scheduled against Zimbabwe on December 22, South Africa on Boxing Day and Angola in their final group game on December 29. As the most successful team in AFCON history, with 7 titles to their name, Egypt will expect to reach the latter stages of the tournament. The round of 16 is scheduled to take place between January 3 to 6. The quarter-finals follow on January 9 to 10, the semi-finals on January 14, the third-place playoff on January 17 and the final is in Rabat on January 18. The Premier League won't release its 2025-26 fixtures until June 18, but the festive period is the busiest in the calendar, meaning Salah is certain to miss some important matches, depending on the schedule and Egypt's success in Morocco. But using Liverpool's schedule from this season as a guide, AFCON would overlap with 8 games, including 6 in the Premier League. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.